Do you know what a haiku is?
Yes, I know what a haiku.
A lot of people don't.
School.
A lot of people don't. Where the grown man was asking Alex to take him home. I hung out, like, when we went home, we were hanging out, just sitting there, and he kind of had anxiety, and I was like, okay, what can I do to kind of calm him down? And I was like, why don't you write me a haiku? To, like, get his mind off it, like, you know? And, like, also I was like, I would honestly love to hear what kind of haiku he writes for me.
Yeah.
So he starts Googling haikus, and they're the darkest shit I've ever read. Like, on Google, like, if you look up haikus, it's like some Edgar Allan Poe shit. And he's like, why are these all so sad? And I'm like, I guess, to be honest with you, if you're someone who writes haikus, you're probably not happy.
Yeah. You know? Most poets have been through some shit.
If you sit to write a haiku with, like, your little feather quill pen, you're probably not doing the best. But so now I've taken it upon myself to, and I think I might insert screenshots, to text a lot of the people that I know, men specifically, and be like, hey, I'm not going to give you any context, but, like, write me a haiku.
Mm-hmm.
It's really my new favorite pastime.
Yeah, it seems really fun. I actually did it.
But yours were good? Were they good? The haikus you received?
They were very sweet. I was expecting something funny. Yeah. And everyone was just, like, really, really sentimental and sweet. And I'm like, oh.
Writing, like, a sonnet. Yeah. Yeah, I got some.
And haikus don't have to rhyme, right? They don't.
I'm talking shit about people that don't know what haikus are. I don't know.
No, they don't have
Isn't it like 575?
Exactly, but it doesn't have to rhyme. And all of them rhymed. And I'm like, oh.
I look like Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I really hope these clips stay in, because this is actually really entertaining. Dude, tell me I don't look like Yu-Gi-Oh right now, or like an anime character, like the girls who face up themselves to like a 12.
Yu-Gi-Oh at all.
Okay,
I loved Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think my confidence. Thank you.
I collected all the cards.
Really?
Shh, clip that out.
Yo.
Cut that.
Bro, I did little Pokemon.
I did Pokemon first, and then yeah.
Oh my God. I thought it was just because I had a brother that I like.
No, I don't have, well, I have siblings now, but at the time I didn't.
Aw, look at us. We're just one and the same, bro.
Super lonely.
Damn.
I had a Pokemon party when everyone was having, like, brats and, like,
I had a Sailor Moon party. Do you know what that is?
Sailor Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love anime.
I love anime. Y'all hear that? Alex is different and not like other girls too. Dude, you know what fucking annoys me too is on that same tattoo video, when I was like, yeah, I'm unique and quirky, not like other girls. I'm getting a Pearl Jam quote. Obviously, I'm fucking joking. It's satirical. It's a joke.
The way people don't get our sarcasm. Yeah, and I understand during text. I don't blame you. I don't fault you, because I'd be sarcastic as fuck through text and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't translate. Okay, but in person, like, if you can't hear it in my voice.
Dude, the whole thing was dry as fuck. And funny, but like, this guy comments, he's like, oh yeah, really not like other girls, huh? I'm like, that's the joke of it all. You buffoon. You literal nitwit. Like, what? You've got to be kidding me. Like, I will never understand how people, and like, I had one guy the other day, he commented like 3 separate times on 3 of my different videos. He's like, oh, I guess White Chicks has a sequel or something like that. And I'm like, I comment back and I'm like, oh my God, it means so much that someone really appreciates like my art. Thank you. And then he responded and he was all cool because I responded to him. I'm like, guys, if you comment talking shit, I'm going to respond with like a joke, or I'm not going to be deeply hurt, okay?
I think a lot of it is just to get your attention.
Yeah. And I think they like might want someone to be hurt or like get a rise or something. But it's like, bro, I knock doors for a living. Nothing you say to me, and this isn't a challenge, by the way, but nothing you say to me like could really faze me. I assure you.
They're like, oh, this little gooder.
Like, I was built for this shit. Like, yeah. One time we were on a sales blitz in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and and this is the most energy we've exerted in years. And what are you to do, right? It's me and like my sales team of just like, they're amazing. I literally love them from the bottom of my heart, but we're all kind of like, we like to go out, you know? So we go to...
I did it for like 2 days. I'm like, that should suck.
We go to an Applebee's. We start taking tequila shots. What's the next logical step? We start Googling strip clubs in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I'm jealous.
Dude, I wish I'd probably still have the photos somewhere, but it had reviews. And the reviews, one was like, do y'all still have midget night?
Oh.
Is there a weight requirement to work here? Like, do you guys still have like free Taco Wednesday? Like, just like, I was dying. I was like,
chops and eggs.
I was like,
I mean, not chops and
legs
eggs.
and eggs. R.I.P. chops and eggs, legs and eggs.
They reopened.
Oh, hell yeah. But no, dude, I was like, we must go. Like, everyone at the table is like resounding yes. So we call over the waitress and we're like, hey, what can you tell us about this place? Because it's she knows what it is. It's Fort Wayne, right? And we're at Applebee's, right?
Too.
Yeah. Might be her second job. So she's like, oh, well, the thing is right now you're looking at reviews for Showgirl 2, but there's only 1 and 3. And we're like, so what happened to 2? She's like, no one knows.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's like, okay. I'm like, all right. So we're like, well, where do you recommend starting? Is there an order of operations here? Do we go to 3 and then 1 or 1 and then 3? And she's like, oh, you have to go to 3 and then 1. We're like, got it, noted.
She's like, obviously.
Like, but what happened to 2?
Yeah.
So we go to 3, get the night kicked off. They let us connect to the speakers and play our music. There's no one in there.
Sick.
It was fun.
Always wanted to do that.
We were playing like emo hits. It was sick. The strippers were hanging out. They were really cool. They were like, oh, we're working our way through college. We're like, hell yeah, you want to sell alarms with us? Then we go to Showgirls 1 and Sebastian's with us, and everyone loved him. He's like a friend of ours, and he's like this gay guy, which is relevant for the story because he doesn't want any of these girls. He doesn't want him. But he is like just Mac Daddy, like that probably aged me like 50 years. Like people still say that, but like he had his sunglasses on, bro, this big old coat. The girls loved him. And like we're in Fort Wayne, so they didn't really know any tricks. Because he asked them, he's like, do y'all know tricks?
Do something cool.
Yeah, he's like, do y'all got any tricks? They're like, honestly, no. And so he taught them. He literally is like, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to click your little heels. So their little leggies were in the air and like boop, boop. And he like teaches them. And one of them goes on the stage like across the place and it's quiet because no one else is in there. And you see her pop, pop, like hear the heels clicking and she looks over at him and she's like you taught
that's you, Daddy.
That's all you, big dog.
Yeah. I think psychics are real.
You ever have shit come up on your TikTok where you're like, how y'all know that? Like a little like psychic reading where you're like it's a little too close to home?
I haven't seen one in a while, but yeah, I used to.
Do you think it's like TikTok listening to everything we say? Or do you think like there's really TikTok psychics out there that just like sense your energy?
Honestly, I think it's both.
Like, I wonder if Oprah's ever asked that question.
I think TikTok's definitely listening because that's just a known fact.
No, for sure.
But I'm sure there's psychics that are like, let me just hop on this real quick and see what I feel.
Well,
what happened to you?
You ever been kind of down bad, bro? And you're just scrolling. Not that I ever have. I'm like, whatever. We just stay sending each other TikToks all day about this exact thing.
Like next to each other.
Sometimes you're just scrolling and you see a TikTok psychic and they're like, oh, like, y'all aren't talking right now. He'll be back. He'll like, if you share this sound in 30 minutes, the love of your life from 7th grade. I'm like, do I do it? Because then there's people in the comments that are like, oh my God, I used the sound and my ex-husband who left with my sister came back and like now we're a family again. I'm like, yo.
Come on.
Listen.
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember on MySpace?
Oh, where they're like, if you don't share this,
you'll die in 7 days. I'm like, I have to send it to 15 of my family members.
Why was it much more? Dude, everything was more aggressive back then, I swear. They're like, now it's like, you better share this or else he won't come back. And back then they were like, nah, your family is getting sold to the cartel.
Yeah.
If you don't send this to 30 of your closest friends in 5 minutes, we're watching you through your window right now. We've had surveillance on you for years.
I would get those like on the daily, dude. And I'm like,
I was always pissed because I'm like, oh, they got me, dude. Now I read it.
Yeah.
You remember those jump scare videos people would send to? That shit pissed me off.
Bro, I saw one recently. Like a guy that I went to like kindergarten. Just like, did he send it to me or did he post it on
30 people he had to send it to?
He sent it to, no, he had to just post it on his story or something. I don't know.
What a rascal.
I'm pretty sure I was on the plane with you. I'm sitting next to you, but I think you're asleep. And I'm watching it and it scared the living bejesus.
Wait, I think I actually remember you jumping. You're like, nothing, it's nothing.
Bro. Like, startled.
That shit gets me to this day. Even the corny ones, bro. Yeah. They're painting around a room and it's like, rah, and it's like this fucking, it's not even scary. I'm like, shit. I'm not sleeping for days now, dude.
The height of what I jumped at. I'm just like, God damn it. Okay.
The plane just starts spiraling. Legend has it she's still in orbit.
The fact that scares me so much. And like I have no problem with like plane turbulence. Like people will be screaming on the plane and it's just like shaking like aggressively. Like things are about to fall out. Like the masks are going to fall out and I'm fine. Like I'm good. Like
really?
I don't get
I don't get
it's
because we're depressed.
I'm just like, if it goes down, would it be the worst thing?
Yeah, you know what? I've had my time.
But the way that little like ghost or whatever it is, like it's a cartoon ghost.
The ghost emoji that I saw when I was high. He's like, it
literally makes me like want. Anyways, yeah,
it's scary, bro. Like, and we had no business, like, as we lads. Granted, like, what was going on in Corpus, I guess, was scarier. So we were like, decent. But still, like, there was that one where like the train or the car was driving down the road. You remember that? And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, and it still got me every time.
Yeah, but it made me so scared of like screensavers for the longest time because that's
look so real. Yeah,
bro. Like anytime like my screen would just like pause, I'm like, oh god, I cannot. Yeah, or just like things on like commercials on TV. I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this. I gotta go.
Damn it. Tana Mojo and like Brooke Schofield, they have like the canceled podcast, and they both had exes like write songs about them because they've dated like a few musicians here and there.
Nice. Okay.
Well, now I can say the same.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that crazy?
You made it.
I actually haven't listened to the whole thing. We probably should, huh?
I heard you. Did you play a little bit for me or did you sing it to me?
I sang it to you. I sang it to you. I know my voice is good. But
yeah, and I was like, damn, this is freaking hit.
Yeah. Right?
Voice of an angel.
Yeah, I didn't know in the moment when I was with this person how I felt about it. I was like, is this corny? But I think that's also because I didn't like them, which sounds fucked up. If it's someone I liked, if it was like
this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. If it was like a tatted like Warped Tour, like I'd be like, oh fuck, like this is great. But it's like Blink-182-esque, but coming from someone who in no way resembles that. The crazy thing is in the music video, he has now cast like the new girl who he's like,
of course he
is
did.
That, I mean, well, what is he to do, honestly?
Yeah.
Like, what are his options? Like, he's not going to cast me in it. That was the original plan. And then
he's thinking
skedaddled.
Play it.
Cut it. The lights just dim. He comes out with the guitar. I'm like, get out of here, buddy. People, we kind of went over this earlier, but guys following girls during the talking phase, and at what point should they stop?
I mean, I don't really check it. I really don't know.
You're better than me.
I don't know why I don't check it because I know that's like a big thing. People, I don't know.
You think it's because you're scared of like what you might see?
I'm trying to think if I ever did in the past and maybe I got scared and stopped.
Yeah,
I'm sure that sounds like something
I would do.
Worst memory known to man.
Concuss,
but I feel
bro.
like they'll get you.
Gets you every time.
I think I probably did scare myself at some point, and I've just don't do it because like I don't want to see.
Well, and for a while, it wasn't in chronological order anymore, and now it is again.
Okay.
They took it out, and I remember the day I looked, and I was like, oh, could it be? And I like compared it to like mine, and like I think I was like, hey, is this right for you? And you were like, yeah. So I don't know. I think, in my opinion, which is right, if you're entertaining someone, if you're actively going on dates with them, if you see a future at all, whether that be dating, continuing to go on dates, if you have any respect for this person,
stop following hoes.
Stop following people. Why are you following bitches?
People that you're not meeting. Like if you're out and you're like, oh, like talking about this and that or whatever, and like y'all just like, oh, what's your Instagram? Okay, sure, maybe if it's not like a whore.
Like I still don't like it, but okay, like that could be a pass in the very beginning,
right? But if it's like you're just stalking like hot girls that are only in lingerie, like only have like Riz face, like only
Riz face.
That's what they're doing. They're not like hi, like they're like I'm trying to. They got fuck you eyes, damn.
Smizing like Tyra, like little like yeah, for sure. No, I agree.
That's not cool. Like then don't pursue a girl. Like
exactly.
That's totally fine. Again, like you can go off and do your little hoe phase if you need to,
pop your pussy at whatever rate you wish.
But then you don't have to be actively looking for a relationship or like something serious. That just makes no sense.
You gotta pick one, bro. I think it's the craziest thing
aligning.
That like simultaneously people in this day and age have like such a scarcity mindset but such an abundance mindset. They're like there's like hella bitches for days, but then so much scarcity, like, oh, but I gotta hold on to this one girl while I like entertain these other girls because I don't know if I'm finding another good girl. It's weird. So final consensus is what? Like
don't do it. Don't.
But like at what point do you stop?
Oh, immediately.
I don't disagree, bro. If you're into, and it's like guys might say, oh, I just followed her, my finger slipped. I don't know, like
yeah, I was just following a random bit. I'm like,
I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, okay, then
just
why
scrolling?
Like, then why is it all hot girls and no hairy old men?
Exactly.
Why isn't it a golf page?
Or even like, why isn't it a girl that has like a son and she's just posting like
a photography
conservative
page.
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never that.
Yeah. Why isn't it a church page? Dare I say?
It's always booty cheeks.
Always, bro. It's always the cheeks, always the labia, always just the whole asshole. And it's really, I'm just sick and tired of it. What would it take for you to cut someone off during the talking phase? Like, say, like,
not much.
Yeah, I feel like for people it differs though. Some people kind of see past the red flags, assuming it'll get better, and then obviously it typically will get worse. But like, what's like, would you say the most common one that you have had to cut people off for in the past, like early on, just like talking to other girls?
No. I don't know.
Right? I feel like for me, it's when they do too much too soon. Like coming on way too strong too fast.
Right. Yeah. That scares you.
Yeah.
I don't think that scares me.
I think it might if it was like too much. I don't know. Because like don't get me wrong. Like I kind of love being love bombed because I feel I deserve it. You know?
But yeah, it gets kind of like, it is scary when someone's like telling you so much. You're like, or yeah, it's too much. But I'm like, it's obviously a lie.
So
why are you lying to me so much?
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, if they're willing to lie, like, do we want to like continue to like hang out with them and, you know?
Right. Like if you're telling me you love me day 2, you know who you are. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah. You don't even know me.
Don't know. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
getting to know them better, which again, there's nothing wrong with this. This is pretty standard protocol. And realizing that you just don't vibe with their personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think at first, like, it's really easy for me to like get along with just like anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
And then I realize they suck.
Yeah. And how are you supposed to know that in the beginning? Like, there's no way to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're telling you like everything you want to hear in the very beginning. And then, you know, you're on those 4-hour phone calls. Oh, one's calling me right now. Like, okay, that's not how you were in the beginning. Like, again, why are you lying so soon?
Exactly. And it's like in the beginning, I feel like people present the best version of themselves. Just me fixing my hair on the podcast. And it's like, if the best version of them and what they're presenting in the beginning is kind of fucked up already.
Right.
Like, how bad's it going to get, you know?
Yeah. I think I have like super high standards going.
As you should. I'm like, whoever the answer it on the
nobody babe.
Answer it on the podcast. Put him on. I wouldn't mind. I would.
He's not calling anymore, but
hi, damn it.
That would be entertaining actually.
Honestly, wouldn't it? Just calling one of them and seeing like who answers.
Oh.
Feel like you got secured sashies. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Alex saw Bill Nye. She met him in person. IRL. Wow. Dude, y'all look like
my buddy Bill.
Y'all look like a couple that have been together for years.
I was like, hey, what are you doing after this, Bill?
Why do y'all look kind of good together? Huh.
Do I love Bill Nye?
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Nye.
Oh.
Alexandra Nye.
It sounds rich. I like it.
Dude, I'm posting this.
Fuck yeah. You already have one pic with me. Do another. Just posting Bill Nye more than one posted any man in decades. Let that be a lesson. I don't know what the lesson is, but
a profile picture. I'll make it a profile picture.
Andrew Tate.
Oh.
He's a very polarizing figure, but I will say this. And like recently a video that surfaced with him like reminded me to bring this up.
Go on.
What are your thoughts? I'll give you mine.
At first I very much hated him when it first came out. Like I thought, you know, he was just awful. But no, he's not so bad.
Yeah, I think
so bad. I think he just did it for the clout.
Exactly. And that's what I think people fail to understand. And like, do I agree with things he said? No. But at the same time, it worked.
Yeah.
He got famous. He got his bag. So. Like now everyone knows who he is. He was literally every influencer, I don't think I've seen someone blow up that fast in I don't even know how long. And like, was he hated? Yes. But now things have kind of simmered down. And now the content he puts out, I feel is more aligned with how he actually feels about stuff. And it's not bad.
Yeah.
Dare I say.
No, I agree with a lot of stuff he says. I'm like, am I? Yeah.
But I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it's just because he used that to get big initially, which honestly pretty smart. Like
brilliant.
To stir the controversy. And it's like a friend of mine responded to my story because I posted a video where he was just talking about how a lot of the people who hate you, like I wouldn't want to live their life, you know, they're probably hating from like a lesser place of like less success or whatever it might be. Like they probably are just jealous or whatever. And it resonated and I agreed, you know, and it was well said. And my friend responded, they're like, oh, you like Andrew Tate? And I'm like, okay.
They probably don't listen to the new stuff. That's why.
Exactly. Well, and I just posted it. So I'm like, you clearly didn't listen to even when I post, you know? So because that's what they were responding to. And I was like, look, you need to understand.
They're not following any of the new stuff.
Yeah. It's like, just listen to the video I just posted because I promise you just saw his face and jumped to a conclusion.
Right.
And then give me your opinion. Because again, I think what he did was smart. I don't agree with everything he said. However, I mean, it did get him a ton of money, a ton of like clout, for lack of a better word. If people still say that, I don't know. Like, whatever.
What do you kids say these days?
Bro, I had to Urban Dictionary something the other day and I was like, does it make me sound old to even use Urban Dictionary? Do people even still use that? Like, I literally don't know.
Word?
Based.
I'd
never heard it. And people kept commenting it. And I was like, is this a bad thing or good? It's not.
Can you use it in a sentence?
It means like going like, from what I understand, God, I feel it means like going to like your roots and like the simpler things, like the simpler things in life. Like, so someone the other day I saw them post, they had to use wire headphones instead of like wireless, and they just put based. And I was like, I'm like, can you use it in a sentence?
Right. I probably won't be using that one.
We should do a segment where we look up like Gen Z words and we try to like define them. If your parents brought home Stuart Little, what would you do? I saw this on a podcast the other day and the guy was like angry. He's like, I would kill him.
I think that'd be dope. Like, I think that'd be so cute.
Yeah.
I'd love a little Stuart Little.
Would you?
You probably wouldn't, huh? You get jealous? You don't like him? You don't
Okay, so imagine this. Imagine you're the kids in the orphanage from whence Stuart Little came.
And they're like, you're going to pick him?
Yeah.
We're actual children. He's a rat.
They pick, was he a mouse or a rat?
He's a mouse. I was trying to be disrespectful.
I literally don't know.
It was
like, whoa, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't talk about him like that. Bro, you're the kids. You've been waiting there. A family comes in. They're like, we're ready to adopt. Let's find the best prospect. And they choose a mouse over you. So that's already strike one, right? Then what this guy on the podcast was saying was like, okay, then your parents roll up. They're like, oh, we got you, brother, like a little brother, like get ready. You're expecting someone you can grow up with, do all this shit. It's a mouse, bro, who drives around a little tiny car, fights with the cat in your house, goes on misadventures, and like,
fighting.
Yeah, bro. And so, do you feel any different now? Or would you still be happy? I think you would get along with Stuart.
Happy, yeah. I just want a little friend. I was an only child for a long time.
You're like, I would have taken a mouse over nothing.
That would have been sick.
Huh. Yeah, the guy was like, I would murk Stuart Little. Like, it would be a wrap for him. Like, he would have no chance, like, at all whatsoever.
Like, oh, what it's like to have no trauma.
Like, I would murk Stuart Little. Like, it would be a wrap for him. Like, he would have no chance, like, at all whatsoever.
Like, oh, what it's like to have no trauma.
Yeah, imagine. Dude, that's a thing, too, that I think we could just touch on is, like,
getting along with people or not getting along with people that have no trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not getting along. That's not like the wrong way to
not being it. Feeling like you can connect the same way, I think.
Right. Yeah. I've definitely experienced this a lot where people just, I don't know, it must be nice, but I just can't relate. You know, they have great relationships and great role models and I'm just like, damn.
Do you think that you can sometimes tell by looking at someone, which again, this is going to be a hot topic. People are going to be like, yeah, I don't know me, my looking. But like sometimes if they don't have that little like chip on their shoulder, if their eyes aren't a little dimmer than most, I feel like sometimes you can tell.
It's an expression on their face for sure. Like you can.
Happiness, just
pure
a
joy.
Smile. A smile. Yeah, no tears. Yeah. Do you think like it is possible to have a successful relationship like with somebody that doesn't really have as much or like any trauma? Because like what if they don't understand? I don't know. I think it could be tough.
I think it's very tough. Yeah, but I think it's possible.
Yeah. Especially if they're like understanding.
Right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like if they can just and not, oh God, my pet peeve is when someone with no trauma is trying to relate to you. Like, just, it's okay. Like, I can just vent and you can just shut it.
Or they tell, like, a little anecdote about something that happened to them that's, like, in no way close to, like, and they probably
I know exactly how you feel. I did this and, you know, my freaking, I don't know.
Yeah, one time I, like, fell off my Razor scooter at our third estate and it really fucked me up.
Yeah,
like,
my ankle's never been the same.
Yeah,
like, what?
We got stem cells and I've gone to physical therapy. They flew me to Bali to learn how to walk again and I still don't feel great. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think it can work, but they just have to be like aware.
Yeah. I agree. And I think that's like the craziest thing too is like there are a lot of unaware people out there, not even when it just comes to trauma.
Yeah.
But you know, people sometimes, and I don't want to talk shit, but have y'all ever seen someone, well, fuck it, whatever, where like maybe they're not, and I'm not saying we are, but maybe they're not like the hottest little chip on the block.
Yeah.
You know, but they're just so goddamn confident and no one can tell them shit. No one, I wish more than anything that like we could have that level of just like delusional confidence. Like, how you get that?
Yeah.
How do you get that?
I think from their parents.
Really?
I think their parents told them they were pretty.
Sorry. I don't know. Like, there's got to be, I feel like there's people with trauma like that, but maybe it's a coping mechanism then too. You think? We're now a psychology podcast. This is NPR.
I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that beats me. Like,
let's wrap up with some quick Corpus Christi lore. And because Daniel, my ex who's coming on, doesn't really know any of this stuff, which is crazy. Like, how would you not?
Okay. Well, I know it.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
Do you remember the guy who was spying?
You're like anything.
The roof of Freedom Fitness. Do you ever hear that?
Oh my God. Yeah. In the girls' bathroom.
He was living in there.
Yeah.
Living in there.
Holy. I have not thought about this since Nam. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was sitting down like really like racking my brain to make a list of like the best Corpus lore that I could think of.
That's a good one.
Yeah, dude. He was literally just a little peeping Tom.
Like, I didn't work out at that gym at the time.
Yeah.
But I definitely heard about it.
Dude, I remember hearing, and again, this could be like hearsay, I don't know, but I remember a girl was like in there.
Saw him?
She looked up and saw a little ojo.
Ooh.
He's like,
ooh.
She looked up and just saw a little ojito just up in the, yeah.
I would freaking
What would you do,
away.
You look up and you see a little eyeball just right, like bobbing around looking at you. What do you do?
I would have a heart attack. Yeah. I don't even think I could scream. I think I'd yank him out the ceiling.
You're like, oh, I just like pulls him out and starts fighting. I'm like,
I have a problem with. No, I pick my own battles now. I don't fight men anymore. That was the old me.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, no, I don't
Austin's
know.
Changed us.
I would have a seizure. That would scare me so bad. Like I would think it's like the kukui.
The kukui. Chupacabra. The shoreline guy with the fleshlight.
No.
There's no way. This was
guy with the fleshlight.
No.
You saying flesh?
Fleshlight. Like
yeah. I know. I know what a fleshlight is.
Like,
I mean, I don't. What is that?
I'm like, I have one here for research purposes, but I can't really. That's crazy. People were like making memes about it. Okay, I'm gonna pull up a picture. You have to see.
Okay, maybe it'll jog my memory.
Hold on. Corpus Christi.
So he's out in the
on shoreline parts
using it.
Yes.
Oh.
And then
parked in a car.
There's a video.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bro, there's kids walking by. There's families. What do you mean?
I thought like he's out on the sidewalk just.
Bro, no, he's watching the pedestrians do. Like, it's creepy. So
ew.
This dude pulls up, like, Corpus guy's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And he like catches him. And he's like, this guy's got a flashlight. And he starts recording him. There's like a whole video, dude.
Oh.
I'm going to see if maybe I can insert it. Without graphic imagery, but I'm looking it up right now. But the picture of him, like so many people made memes of it. It was like him just looking all shocked, like holding it. He's like,
oh no.
Yeah, this was not like
that long ago.
See, 2016.
Oh geez. Yep. I was there. Man
from my hometown gets caught using a fleshlight in his car.
Mm.
Turns out they have his name on here.
Let me see his name.
His Instagram?
Let me see.
No way.
Name is. Oh no.
But does he have all those followers for that reason?
Just making sure it's not related.
That's nuts, dude. Anyway, I will find the video for you after this of the guy like confronting him, but that was bonkers.
No, I can't believe that makes no sense. But in all fairness, I've blacked out a lot of things from my past.
2016. Yeah, people were like, one thing about Corpus is they will make memes faster than like that deed even happens.
Yeah,
and they're so funny.
About like serious stuff.
Yeah,
like really serious.
But I guess that's like just everyone down there just has trauma, so that's how they cope with it. But like,
yeah, like here, if that's oh my god,
yeah,
there's no way. Like
you would get canceled so quick here, making the memes that they did down there. Like,
anyways,
God.
Next,
yeah,
this is fun.
You remember? There's 2 clubs conjoined in Corpus Christi.
Let me guess.
Yeah,
Pure in Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
And so not to be confused
planned
with the Brick that we were just talking about, but there's 2 other clubs. And so they're kind of like on a side street a little bit, but they're connected. One is like a normal like hip hop club. One is like a Tejano club.
I have a story about that, but yeah.
Oh, love that.
So I was like a shot girl.
I remember.
Oh.
Yeah. I've known you for 10 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like I had you come in all the time. But I loved it because like I got paid I got tips and I got paid hourly.
Yeah,
like a good hourly. Because I told him, I was like, you have to do better than Bud Light or I'm not going to do it.
Yo, do you remember he let us borrow his G-Wagon and there was like a fucking, what's it called, AK-47 in it?
Yeah, I drove that, borrow. I literally had it for like the longest time.
I looked under the back seat to try and find something. I was like, is that an AK? Like, anyways, go on.
Yeah. So I remember someone tipped me like 100 and I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, cool.
Thanks.
Buddy. and I circle back around. I'm just like, are you all good? And he was like, I gave you 100. Like the least you could do is stick around for a bit.
Ew,
and I was like,
you're
not buying my fucking time.
This isn't Showgirl 3, buddy. Like, relax.
I'm literally just giving you a shot. Like your tip doesn't mean anything to me. And I was like, if you want your money so bad, then here it is. And I crumbled it and threw it in his face. And then his girl tried to freaking fight me.
No.
Yeah, because she already didn't like me because he tipped me well. And so then I just went and told the, owner.
The guy,
Yeah.
That's who the story's about too, that I'm about to tell.
Of course it is. We got plenty of stories. And he just like kicked him out and banned him for life. I was like,
he's a real, one thing about him is
and got the 100 back.
Hell yeah. One thing about this guy is he will protect like people that he is good to.
Oh yeah. No, a good person to know for sure.
Yeah, bro. If anyone, yeah, 100%. To paint a picture, okay. I'm not going to say his name for the people, but
yeah, but we already named the clubs, bro.
Yeah, but it's fine, bro. No one's going to know. Like, he's like this 6'5" giant buff, like Albanian or something.
I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah. And he's hilarious.
He's awesome.
Great dude. We like literally obsessed with this man. And this story's about to prove why even more.
Yeah, my car broke down. He literally let me have his freaking car for, I don't know, weeks.
Yeah, I was in it with you. I was like, this is great. We're in the lap of luxury, Fernandez. This is stupendous. Us in the AK, hypothetically. So I don't think I was there no, I was inside. And I guess this guy inside, because of course he wants to protect the girls in the club because he's a good dude, but also because like if girls don't feel safe there, it's not going to bring anyone there. Like no one's going to want to go, right?
Yeah, because it was still ratchet, but it was still safe.
Yeah, he kept it like under control.
Yeah, it was
like
very good. It was one of my favorite places to go.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bring it back.
Yeah, right? We should go. Oh, is it closed?
It's closed.
Oh, damn. R.I.P.
I know.
Just like Abyss, another good one lost. Anyway, so this guy grabbed this girl's ass and he got confronted about it. And the girl goes to the large gentleman with the G-Wagon that we were talking about. Let's call him
our buddy.
Evan.
Okay.
So just not Albanian at all. So Evan, the large Albanian gentleman, finds this man. And there was video footage of this for the longest. Obviously, I'm sure it's lost now. But he picks this man up and throws him like a
I've seen it.
Across like a football field length. Like if y'all have seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they like throw Will, or is that what it is? They literally he's like
sister.
He flew. I've never seen a human being from such a trajectory unless they're being shot out of like a cannon in medieval times. Bro, it was nuts. He's like,
yeah,
like,
someone showed me, I was at Gold's and I think it was like the bar back that worked there, bartender or something like that, like showed me that video. I was like,
insane. Evans for the girls. Let's close out with our high-speed chases. We each individually have one. So we might have talked about yours before, but we'll bring it up again. Fuck it, we got some new viewers, so. I was, as y'all know, dating a man who was kind of in and out of jail in Corpus. So the ex that I'm going to have on the podcast is the one who was driving the car that I was in during this chase, funny enough. So I'm going to have him live react to me retelling the story, but I'll preface to y'all right now so you know kind of what to expect. And it'll like entice you to watch the episode with my ex as if you wouldn't already be, because he's just this tatted giant guy from Corpus, right? So we were out. And I wasn't talking to that ex at the time. And he somehow tracked down my location to a park. We're literally just sitting talking in a park. Like in his, we were, I really don't know. This was like years ago.
Yeah.
But Daniel and I were like sitting in the car, just whatever, talking. And I think it was like a Camaro, just like a quintessential like dude car in that era, right? So we see headlights and we're like, no way. And then I see a Mazda,
a red
Mazzy appear out of the abyss, out of the shadows, and I already know what's happening. I'm like, oh, what? How did he find me? Yeah. How did this happen? And I turned to Daniel and I'm like, drive.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? I'm like, just floor it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this car comes speeding at us and he's like, oh shit. He's driving like, this is like Fast and Furious shit. Like he's doing maneuvers, bro. This Mazda is just ricocheting, like do like some Paul Walker shit, like on 2 wheels. I'm like, what in tarnation? He obviously doesn't catch us, but it was like rowdy. It was insane. And Daniel reminded me of this when we were talking about like what we were going to talk about on the episode. So I was like, damn, that's bonkers.
He's pretty scary. Like I remember getting into it with him and I thought he was going to kick my ass.
Yeah, but Daniel's scary too, bro. Daniel's way bigger than him.
I know, but like
he's just
it's just more of like
the dumb confidence.
Yeah, like it's like a psychopath scary.
Yeah.
Like a soulless scary. I'm just like, ooh, good. Leaving the bar and so I'm just minding my own damn business.
Our own beeswax.
You know, I don't bother anyone. I don't talk my shit.
Unless you're doing ketamine, then in that point you kind of
this is gonna freaking ruin my life. The addiction. No.
Not the joke, the actual addiction itself.
So we're just headed home, you know, and I don't even think the bar like closed. I think we're going home early. Like I don't even think I'm like that drunk or like, of course I wasn't because I was driving.
Responsible gal.
Yeah, I got my shit together. Anyways, so we're driving off. This truck flies by and throws a drink. Like, was it a glass drink or am I tripping? It was loud.
I don't think it was a glass drink, but it was like a large full drink and it was like sticky. It was like one of those like slush, like margarita things.
I think. Like, but
because I remember it like sloshed all over the car.
Right. And was my window, I don't remember. I just remember being pissed because it was loud. I'm like, what in the actual, like, what did I do to this person? Yeah. So my first reaction, I just put it in reverse because we're going opposite directions.
Yeah.
Put it in the reverse, Terry, and I just floor it.
Driving backwards down a residential with me in tow.
With cars like in the middle of the night.
I remember this so vividly too. Like there were cars on either side of the street. Like it was a narrow passageway and you really did that shit.
I had to go like super fast too because they're flying the other way. Like I had to catch up to them.
We didn't have time to turn around.
No, or room to. And so I remember Rebecca saying like, please, Alex, stop. And I was like, you're good, dude. Like, let me get what I need to get done. And you're like, what are you going to do?
Like, realistically, I was like, listen, I understand and I'm here to support you. But realistically here, what are we going to do if we catch them?
It doesn't matter at this very second. Let me catch them and I will figure that out. I was just pissed. And not that I was going to do anything.
Tars and feathers them, like, hog ties them, like. I'm like, Alex, how'd you learn that?
At the very least, I just wanted to scare them. And then I remember thinking like they were turning and I'm still going reverse. So like I have to turn around.
Yeah.
I have to turn around.
At some point you're going to have to. Yeah.
So I like Tokyo drift on these hills. Rebecca's like
flying or
freaking out. Yeah. And then I think I finally lose them, but I'm sure they shat their babies. And that's at very least that's what I wanted them to do.
Like scare them a little.
Yeah. I wasn't going to beat their ass. It was probably a dude. Like if you're throwing
I think it was like, if I recall,
it was a truck.
It was. It was like a
white
lifted
pickup truck?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Those trucks will get you. Those goddamn white pickup trucks.
Some about them.
Every time. Yeah. And so that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, dude.
I wasn't going to shank them. I just wanted to scare them.
Well, I don't think I was worried about what you were going to do to them. I think I was worried about what they would do to us.
I know, but I mean, like, I was never planning on getting out of the car.
You just wanted to like mug them a little bit, like drive by and be like,
yeah, come on.
Yeah. Who wants some? They're like, me probably. So what if like next time, which hopefully we never do again, what if next time there's a fight, we just act like we're like old-timey fighters? Do you know what I mean? Like we're like put them up, like the little like, you know what I mean?
Why, yada.
Yeah. What do you think people would do?
I think they would be terrified and back down.
Yeah? You think so?
No, I think
I don't know what bro, if a girl came at me and she was like, oh, wise guy, hey, or something like that. I honestly don't know how I would react. I really, like at a bar, if I'm drinking and a girl comes up and she's like, you're cruising for a bruising. What would I don't know what
this knuckle sandwich? Yeah. I would love that, actually. That sounds like so fun to me.
Barking up the wrong tree. But like, what? I don't know.
I'll try it next time because people be trying me at the bar.
Yeah. And then I feel like if you did that, they wouldn't know if you were serious or not. And that way we could get it out of our system, but also to see how they react. I see this purely as a win.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You want to go out after this?
Hey. And with that,
See ya.
And they were never heard from again.
Okay.
Anyways.
This was fun.
Yeah, dude, this was so fun. Honestly, I think this is our best one yet.
I was going to say my favorite episode.
Yeah. I think this was good. I think we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, good work, team. Good work. And I think that's all our current events. So until next time, I guess, when there's more buffoonery happening in our life, I think that's really all we have to cover. But hell yeah. Well, let's go get food probably because I don't think I've eaten today.
Yeah, let's go get some nutrients.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have a live podcast coming up. I forgot to mention, I don't know if there are still tickets left. If there are, I'll include the link.
Get them. It's going to be dope. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's at the Guitar House. If y'all like Guitar Pool House, which apparently everyone's been to but us.
But now we're hosting it.
Hell yeah, brother. But the New Year's event sold out. This one, I think there's literally, a few days ago, there were 6 tables left. Now there's probably half of that at best.
Yeah.
There were 300 tickets. Again, I would venture to say there's probably half of that left. So by the time this comes out,
it's May 4th. So Cinco de Mayo pre-party.
Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Yeah. Anyways, highly recommend it. I'll post the promo video probably too at the end of this. So you guys can kind of see if you're actually located in Austin. But if you're like a stalker or some weird person, just don't fucking show up. I don't know. Just don't do that. Maybe we shouldn't say where we are. Anyways, super exciting. We'll be doing a live podcast.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. We're only on YouTube and Instagram. We've had people ask about Spotify and Apple. We might go back on eventually, but right now I just want to route all the traffic to YouTube. So you know where to fucking find us. Love you guys so much. Until next time. Bye.
Love you.